Welcome back to Romany Pirates. I hope everybody's had a really nice week. I've had a bit of a setback this week, been really struggling with my pain. So we are in Wycolla this week, which isn't that far from where our actual cottage is. So we're going to take you around, show you some beautiful countryside, just get back, get out into nature a little bit and feel a little bit more revived. Fresh air. Wycolla is a village that's in the civil parish of Trawden, which is in Pendle, Lancashire. It's a beautiful little village. It's believed to date back to the 10th century.
Hello. So you can't actually drive into the village itself. You've got to park and then you've got to kind of walk just for about, I think it's about 5-10 minute max walk.
Reese, look!
She's seen a sheep, she's seen a lamb.
Oh my God, there's lambs!
all I've heard for the past week is I want to see a lamb, I want to see a lamb, I want to see a lamb. She's
Right, it's not so much peaceful episode now. Oh, I think
you've
I've
ruined
scared
that
them
peace
away.
and quiet now. We're just all getting into a nice peaceful state and you've screamed and ruined it.
Oh no, but there's lambs. The name Wycolla is believed to have come from the saying dairy by the alder. Apparently it's Old English. And central in the village is a 16th century ruin, so I'm hoping to go and see that because it looks absolutely awesome. I mean, some ruins are just like, you know, you get a few stones, don't you, and that's about it. But this, from what I've seen on pictures of this, it's absolutely gorgeous. There's like beautiful archways and it looks really nice. So today is going to be like stepping into spring watching us today. You're going to be led off into a nice relaxing episode where you can just chill out, see all nature, take a deep breath with us and just enjoy a nice, peaceful, meditative, contemplative 20 minutes.
What's lovely about this is that spring is definitely here. So it's if you're watching from the States or anywhere else, this kind of start of spring's been a bit crazy weather in the UK. We've had hail, rain, thunder. It's been like -2 on a night. It's just been bizarre. And so today feels like it's definitely springtime.
I wonder what that is in there. Can you see? What is that?
Where?
Somebody's put some pink in the tree.
Oh, it might be one of them. They do them treasure hunt things where have you ever done one of them?
No.
I can't remember what they're called, but they're like these treasure hunts and you find clues. Have you seen that? Comment if you know what it is. It's called caching or something, I think. And you leave clues for people. It's like a nationwide treasure hunt. You can go on it. There's like groups on social media and stuff.
Bluebells.
Bluebells. Finally. False alarm, they're not bluebells.
False alarm. They are, what are they?
Forget-me-nots.
Forget-me-nots, are they?
Yeah.
Alyssum? I think it's alyssum, isn't it?
I don't know. Comment if you know what that flower is.
It's either alyssum or lobelia. Because that spreads like wildfire and it comes in blue or white or pink, I think, as well. It's the only thing I can grow. I don't know much about plants. I'm acting like I'm some kind of gardening, like, you know, master. And I actually kill everything that I try and grow. The only thing I've kept alive is a peace lily. But years ago, I used to grow like alyssum and lobelia because you literally can't kill it. It doesn't matter what you do with it, it just keeps growing. I was a master at rockeries when I was a kid. I used to build like little rockeries in garden and plant all little seeds and stuff like that.
I've got a bit of a thing for bluebells. I absolutely love bluebells and I've not seen any. We once went, I think, up to Lake District and there were just thousands as far as you could see bluebells. And I love them, but I haven't seen them. I'm really
Look at
upset.
this, there's an house for sale here.
Yeah.
Oh, you could buy that. Look at the
6.8
size of that.
million, that'll
Look
do.
at the size of that.
£6.8 million. What, for
You
sale?
could fit our van into it about 50,000
Hartley.
times.
Scenic Route. Look at this, isn't that just beautiful? Proper epic scenery. Like a little beach area. I'm gonna go down here. Oh man, imagine living there. Look at that house right on the stream. That's actually deep enough to take a little swim in it, this.
Maybe not a swim, a paddle.
A little paddle.
I should have brought me crystals. I could have charged them back up here, couldn't I?
This is lush, isn't it? Little birds tweeting, flying about, butterflies fluttering about. Look at this. And then somebody lives there. That's epic, innit? I'll be using this for my cold swimming every single day I live here. What are you doing?
Charging myself back up.
Oh, she's in. I swear to God, that's going to be absolutely ice cold. Watch her run out of here now. You're going to fall because you're going to run. It's too cold.
I won't be running anywhere.
Daisy's just up there.
There's a flat bit of stone here, look. I can stand on this flat bit here. Oh, that is nice.
Is that nice?
It is cool.
Is it not ice?
No, it's not ice. It's cool.
That's weird.
But it's nice. It's good for you though. This is a problem that we've got, and I tell people this all the time. They think it's some kind of like weird, you know, made up stuff. But you know, the earth is made of energy, and we're made of energy. And you know, you look at like reflexology, you press certain parts in your feet to heal certain parts in your body. Your feet is the flattest part that sort of touches the ground continuously. And ever since the invention of rubber-soled shoes and trainers, there is never a point, if you think, where your feet are actually in contact with the earth, or any part of your body's in contact with the earth, because we constantly walk around with shoes on. As kids we play, even out on the grass as kids nowadays, they're wearing pumps and trainers, and you know, you're never actually in contact with the earth. And it's scientifically proved to reduce inflammation in your body and heal your body if you actually stand on the earth, and you only have to do it for about an hour a day. So if you can do that, if you've got any problems like fibromyalgia, CFS, anything like that, just add that to your routine. Standing in a park, flat feet, in the rivers, whatever, just get out in the earth for an hour a day, and it really helps with healing and pain. Oh. Daisy, what are you doing? I need you to come and get my socks. I feel totally refreshed now. That's been the closest I've been to nature in months, and it just feels so nice, so relaxing. It'd be nice if it were just slightly warmer and you could like sit next to it. But we're going to go and have a wander up here because we've got absolutely no idea where anything is anywhere. So we're going to have a wander and see what we can find.
Something's in the air. I can feel it everywhere. Every color seems to bloom.
What does this remind you of, Emma?
Driving across to, where was it?
Lindisfarne.
Lindisfarne, and seeing if
Holy
we could
Island.
make it.
On that bridge. If you haven't seen that episode, watch it. It's called something like We Made a Mistake. We should have listened to the warning.
Now we're going to have to see if Daisy can make it across, because there's no other way of getting this
Can't you go
tram
across that bridge?
No, no way of fitting her across. This is the only way.
What do you mean it's the only way?
It's the only way for Daisy.
You're making a mistake. I'm not going that way, guys, just so you know. I'm going to go around because I can see a bridge there, Emma.
Yeah, but it won't fit Daisy's pram.
You're being rather silly.
You just got to go right slow and hope her engine don't conk out halfway across.
You're going to get stuck.
Oh! It's deeper in the middle than it looks. You're not going to even rescue me, are you?
No, I'm going to stay here, love, and I'm going to go across that bridge over there in the distance to get round.
Nearly there.
All locals are cheering her on.
I've done it.
Guys, look at this old bridge here. This is incredible, isn't it? Emma's over there making friends with the locals who have just cheered her on through that extravaganza. But this is a beautiful, beautiful bridge. So despite living so close to this, we've never actually been here. So this is a first for us as well. And it's just amazing, isn't it, what you can find right on your doorstep. You know, you don't need to kind of go, 500 miles to find a beautiful place here. This is literally 10 minutes from our village. We've never been. Everybody's always kind of said, oh, you need to go, it's lovely. So here we are. And this is, wow, it's seriously, genuinely up there with one of the nicest places we've ever been. And obviously we've been all across Europe, all across the UK. And this is right up there with literally one of the best places ever. It's beautiful.
Don't let me down, down, down. I wanna be up, 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 so high. Down, so down, and I'm done. I'm aiming for the sky. Don't let me down.
Calli Hall, it's absolutely spectacular, it's beautiful. You can imagine how gorgeous it would have been back in the day. It would have been really grand. It was originally owned by the Hartley family and then it was passed down through marriage to the Cunliffe family. In 1818 it was actually dismantled and reused to become a cotton mill, and that was because a guy called Henry Cunliffe actually inherited it from his great uncle. He got himself into a load of debt and so they had to clear the debt off, and basically that's why it was dismantled. But Henry Cunliffe was originally Henry Owen, and the only way he was allowed to inherit the building was if he followed his great uncle's wishes, which was for him to get educated and change his name to Cunliffe, so he did. It's also believed that Calli Hall is like the foundation, the basis for Charlotte Bronte's Jane Eyre novel as well, and it's meant to be haunted, so it's got quite a bit of history behind it, to be honest. But it is absolutely beautiful. It's a grade 2 star listed building. Obviously you can see it's kind of, worn over the years, but you can still sort of walk around and see all the arches and all the little windows. This here is the main hall. The owner of the building wanted it to reflect like, money, to kind of set himself in the history of Calli. And so he built this, it's quite grand. I mean, it's small, really. When you think about some of the places that you do visit with these massive halls, it is quite small. But he used to entertain all the locals at Christmas and Avamere, and then through there is the kitchen, so they would have prepared the food in there, and then they would have come here and sort of all sat around and been entertained on Christmas.
You can just imagine them like all sat here. I think they would have been sat round here in front of the fire. So you can imagine them all sat chatting and having a drink. Imagine kind of everybody feeling quite important, like all sat around this open fire space. Quite uncomfortable seats though. I bet he had cushions on them. Because this is just stone. Would they have had cushions? I'm guessing so.
I don't know, because when you went to church you used to have to sit on...
pews.
Pews, didn't you? So nothing was ever built for comfort, was it?
Rock hard stone.
She's holding on.
This bridge here is called Clam Bridge, otherwise known as Bankhouse Bridge. And it's 6,000 years old, 6,000 years old. It's had some flood damage over the years, which is why it's propped up by this stone here. But 6,000 years old? How did they even do that 6,000 years ago? It's like Stonehenge, isn't it? And the pyramids and stuff. It's stuff that we'll kind of never know how things were done. But that's incredible. I'm literally stood on 6,000-year-old bridge.
Imagine a world where we all belong, where no one's left out, dressed in our finest, walking the walk. Ooh,
So as like somebody who's really into cinematography and photography, there's like you have your holy grail of shots, and one of mine has been a bat in the day, an impossible shot, right? I can't believe what I've just seen. A little bat in the daytime. I think it's a baby, but I managed to capture it in slow-mo. Have another look back if you didn't see it. Like, just an epic shot of it flying slow motion. Just like well chuffed, because it's like that's one off the bucket list, that shot.
Have a wander down here, see what we can see down here. It looks like there's a bit of a willow arch there. I love stuff like that. It's like when you're a kid and you used to build dens, it reminds you of that. But you can just sort of walk through it and it feels like a little house. I think I'd live in something like that. I'm always just dying to get back to nature and live in like a little shed or some kind of little tree house or something like that. Now I want to move into a willow bridge or a willow archway, whatever it is.
This is kingfisher territory as well, isn't it? Round here. I won't be surprised if we don't get a kingfisher in the same day as we've captured a bat on camera. This is like Wind in the Willows, this, isn't it?
Yeah, it were apparently two like artists, professional artists that got together with a group of locals and they did it as sort of a way to enhance your local surroundings. So they designed and built this willow archway in 2004. Oh, you can imagine a house just made of stuff like this. It'd be a bit cold, wouldn't it? A bit drafty. It'd be nice.
This is epic, isn't it? Absolutely epic.
Oh, look at these chairs.
You can sit down. Look at that, isn't that
Oh,
lovely?
look at that. World peace starts in our own hearts. Can't say much better than that, can you?
Nah, that says it all, doesn't it? With the world as it is at the moment.
Oh, imagine if you just had a tiny house, not big at all, just a tiny little house, one room where you can pull down and fold down bed, little open fire, and then you came out and you had a little willow arch like this in your garden. I don't want much in life, do I? But do you know what the weirdest thing is? It's hard. It's really hard to have less. Like, it's not, the world is not designed for you to have less. It's just, it's much easier to borrow money and build a massive house or live in a massive mansion. It's like the world wants you to consume things and to do that. Whereas you try and get a little bit of land and build a small little off-grid house on it, you've got a battle on your hands, I tell you. I wore this headband, I think it was in last week's vlog, and I got a few people sort of messaging us asking me where I got it from. So it's actually a friend of mine called Dawn, she made it for me. She made it all herself. It's absolutely gorgeous and it keeps your ears really toasty and warm. She's got an Instagram site called Margo Me24. So if you check that out on Instagram, Margo Me24, you'll be able to find them. And honestly, like, I know she's my friend, but she's really, really clever, really talented. And she's just a really small independent business, runs it herself, really reasonably priced, much cheaper than you get them in shops. But she can basically make any design. She's really, really clever. And I'm loving it. I'm loving it. It's keeping me ears warm. It's keeping me dreads together. So if you want one, that's where to get them from. We'll put the link underneath for you to where to get it from.
While laughing, we absolutely love our friends. We've got some lovely friends. But have you seen the Only Fools and Horses episode where Rodney's trying to film something and it ends up where the entire pub joins in and they're like, oh, just stick me in like that. But no, we've got some seriously, cool, talented friends that are really kind to us. Thank you, Dawn, for Emma's lovely hat.
Always think though, it's a bit like, in today's standing in terms of like how people are in having these, massive houses and 9-to-5 jobs and working the backsides off, sort of doing, well, they don't do 9-to-5, do they? They work like 80-hour weeks and stuff like that. We're all a bit strangers and our friends because we're all a little bit unique and a bit different. And I suppose in terms of today's society, we're all probably a little bit broken as well because we don't quite fit. But when you put us all together, you kind of make a whole one. And so although it's really lovely travelling around all the time, and we love being out in van, most of the time, we love it. But it is really nice to also go back to cottage and just be with your friends. And
yeah, we've enjoyed that.
Yeah, we have enjoyed that side of it. Everybody's just been up looking after me and taking care of me. It's just absolutely amazing. We've got so much of a good group there, really. And I will miss it when we're back on the road a bit. But I am looking forward to Europe. I am looking forward to getting back into Europe. We'll let you know soon when that's going to happen and what our plans are. We've got some exciting plans actually for going back over to Europe this time.
It's not what you think it's going to be.
Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today is a good day to live.
Well, that's that's it from us this week, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed it. Join us next Tuesday at 8 PM and keep writing your own story.